closing remarks?
Opening remarks?
Our opening remarks?
Hey, look, just told the guys I think we took a step forward today. I was proud of the effort. With a better effort by us against probably a better football team. We still got a lot of work that we got to do. We got to go to work, put this one behind us on the Tuesday when we get back to school.
How impressed were you today with Collin Guggenheim's rushing game?
Yeah, I think we got to be able to run the football. I mean, all over the years, we run the football, it opens up for us to be able to throw it. So it was good to be able to get us back to run, get some yardage, get on the positive side. Now the guys know we can run that football, and if we want to get to where we want to get to, we're going to have to be able to run the football and stop the run.
Coach, talk a little bit about that, the trick play with Quincy and Brown.
Well, we just we drew it in the dirt at halftime. We just decided we wanted to run it. And, we've been working on that. We've done a good job. We've been connecting. We were trying to save it for the right moment. And I was glad to see he threw a beautiful ball, and I think Lee made a great catch on it. So it was good. It was good to see the excitement and see the guys get in the end zone.
Talk a little bit about Nicholls always plays a couple FBS teams, but going back throughout your history, the last two SEC games before this, we were led at Georgia in the third, tied with A&M in the fourth, and now 2 places with LSU. So is there something different about playing these?
I don't know. I wish I knew the answer to that, because I'd give them to play that way all the time. It doesn't always happen. I just think it's a confidence thing, But I also know this. I thought the guys were relaxed. It wasn't like they were putting any pressure on themselves coming into this venue. It was just, hey, let's just go play. We know what we can do. We know we got a good football team. And you know what I believe too? They're starting to trust each other. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing moving forward.
Just talk about how special this was for 90 plus guys to be able to come here and play at Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it all week. Anytime you're playing the state school, the flagship university, and guys grew up in the state knowing LSU, I think it's a big deal. It is different than us going to play in Georgia or going to play in Texas when you're playing right here. They know each other. A lot of them knew the players on the other team. They knew the coaches, recruited a bunch of them. So I think it's big, and I think it was big for the fans and for the community. And if I want to say this, man, shout out to the Sea of Red, because it was pretty impressive coming in at halftime. All the cheering and all the yelling that those guys were doing. So believe me, our guys knew you were there. We appreciate it.
Let's go back on that Sea of Red after halftime. Collin Guggenheim takes it 67 yards of a wildcat formation. How did you feel after seeing that just moving right?
Well, first of all, I thought we got to get some oxygen to get him, because then first of all, I didn't know if he was going to make it all the way in the end zone, but he did a good job of running away. I thought, without watching it and going to watch it again, I don't know how well we blocked it up front, but I know he made a good cut, made a guy miss, and then took it to the end zone. So that gave us a lot of energy, a lot of excitement.
And then at the end of the day, I think it's still 0-2. And it doesn't get any easier going to ranked Sac State next week. So how do you kind of rally the guys? Yeah,
we got to get some guys back healthy. We talked about that. We got to be able to come to practice with the right mindset, because everything, like I said, is still in front of us. Sac State's to be ranked in the top 10. We know that. We felt like last year we played a good battle against them, and we want to go out to California and see what we can do. So it's going to be a big week for us, moving forward.
Anything else?
The coach. What a game, man. What a game. Give us some remarks. How you think you did, man?
Well, I think first off, it just kind of starts up front. I mean, I'm not successful without those big guys up front being able to open some holes up for me and allow me to do some of the things that I can do. And I mean, any kid from Louisiana should dream to play in Tiger Stadium, and then just to be able to have the success that I had kind of early, definitely one that I'll remember for the rest of my life. So.
You had one or two you had 1 or 2 plays that really caught some attention. 67-yard wildcat run up the middle. Tell us what was going through your head. Tell us what was going through your mind at that moment.
I think, first off, I think the O-line did a great job just with the down blocks and the blocking scheme that we hadn't set, and just kind of made a backside cut on the play, made a guy miss, and then rest is history. Like Coach said, definitely need a little bit of oxygen coming off from the field, but it just feels good to be able to break a run like that and to get the offense back on track and kind of bounce back from last week's game.
You were definitely a key part with Jalen Spears not being able to play. 145 yards, 25 attempts, 2 touchdowns. What a game.
Yeah. Hey, anytime a guy like Spears is out, definitely it hurts the team a little bit just because he's so dynamic with the different things that he can do and being able to have that 1-2 punch that we usually have. But I thought the other running backs today did a good job filling in his absence. Corey Warren and Jaden Milton being able to be physical and open up some holes for me. And then my longtime buddy Marquise played high school football with him. Just him being able to kind of be that scat guy that we needed today. So I think as a committee we did a really good job.
And just talk about, you personally getting a chance to play at LSU in Tiger Stadium, growing up from Louisiana, and then reeling off a career-long run and your 10th 100-yard game.
I think the biggest thing too is, like you said, it's kind of every kid's dream in Louisiana to play in Tiger Stadium. So for me, the biggest part was just taking a step back and just kind of soaking up the environment as a whole, being able to see the crowd chant, hearing them sing "Calling Baton Rouge," just the little things like that you take for granted in the game sometimes because you might take it a little too serious. So being able to take a step back and just kind of soak it all in and remember this one for a really, really long time.
And then kind of said the same thing with Coach. It was still 0-2, but everything's still in front of you. So how do you guys kind of rally and keep things going?
Well, the good thing I think too is we're very experienced with this roster this year, and kind of the same thing last year. Got to a rough start, and I said this after the Tulane game. I think we're in a really good position still. I think we have a lot of weapons on offense. We got a lot of key players back. I think our defense is going to bounce back really well. They got a lot of good guys, and once we get healthy, everything's still in front of us. I mean, in this league, in this conference, I mean, winning conference is everything, so everything's still in front of us, and we're trying to make a win this thing.
You good?
Good.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk about that kick play. What was the game plan?
It was really when I came to the sideline, coach just asked me like, "Hey, you ready for this trick play?" And I was just like, "Yeah, just give it to me." And I just got the ball, just threw it up. And actually, all week that ball ain't been real pretty. So the way it came out today was like perfect.
I think the crowd really enjoyed it. I think it looked perfect, man. Besides that,
can I expand on that quickly? So you had the ball and you were throwing it. How often have you practiced throwing the football? And like when you saw him in the end zone or when you threw it, what was going through your head trying to throw it to him?
Really, I feel like I practiced out of this week. I probably practiced the most right before the game at throwing the ball, and it's really when it came off. I just seen him down there, and the way I spent it out, like I just felt like, yeah, that was the one. You feel me? That was the one.
Is that your first career touchdown pass, or?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
and yeah, in a place like Tiger Stadium, you're throwing a touchdown pass. Boy, that had to be.
Yeah,
I something in your mind, something you'll never forget.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably the best experience I've had playing since I've been in college. That touchdown catch for sure.
And you kind of ended last week, with a big touchdown catch.
Yeah.
And then today, you had a big couple good catches to move the chains. How's it for you to kind of develop into that number one receiving role?
Really, it's just every day at practice. Going at it with our DBs. We got real good DBs. And just just doing what the team want me to do. Really.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.